Today I'm going to be showing you one cool trick to checkmate your opponent in just 2 moves. And this is possible only if you're playing with the black pieces. And for this checkmate to happen, it is required that your opponent plays some very horrible moves in the opening that look like f4. Now why I call it as a horrible move? That's because by playing f4, white has just weakened his king side, and now this even edged diagonal on which the white king is standing is very weak. So immediately taking note of that, black plays e6. Well, the idea is if white weakens his king side further, then he can take advantage of this weakened diagonal by his queen. How? Let's see. Let's assume white now plays g4. Now g4 is a blunder because white has further weakened his king side and this diagonal is completely vulnerable. So black immediately takes advantage of this by playing queen h4 checkmate. Notice that white doesn't have any moves in its defense. Neither he can block this check, neither the king can get away to any of the safe squares, neither white can capture this checking piece which is the black's queen. So that is why the game has been checkmated. Now because white played foolishly and got checkmated in just 2 moves, it is therefore this checkmate pattern is called as the fool's mate in the world of chess. Let's look at fool's mate in different moves. So now let's say white, instead of starting his game with f4, starts with g4. So again, black is now alert that white's king side has been weakened and therefore he plays e5, taking control of the center as well as opening the lines for his queen. White now, instead of playing f4, he plays f3. And now, black checkmates the game with queen h4. This checkmate can be reached in a different move order as well. Instead of white starting the game with f4 or g4, he decides to start the game with f3. But notice, white's king side has been weakened by this move and this diagonal is now particularly vulnerable. So, immediately taking advantage of that, black plays e5. Now white plays a horrible move g4 and now black can checkmate the game with queen h4 mate. So in all the different move orders we saw, notice that this even h4 diagonal was vulnerable and that is why white got checkmated in 2 moves. So next time if your opponent plays a move like f3, f4 or g4, then stay alert because you might have a chance to checkmate your opponent with the fool's mate pattern. If you would like to learn more such checkmate patterns, then do like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to become a pro in the game of chess, then I would recommend you to join one of my membership programs that I have for you. And now, I would like to conclude this video with the question of the day. So here, white begins the game with f4, weakening his even h4 diagonal, which is not really a good move, and black replies with e6, activating his queen to take advantage of this weak diagonal. Now, white plays knight to c3, and now black immediately gets his queen to the h4 square and checks the white king. So the question is white's game checkmated? Give me your answers with a yes or a no in the comments box, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing.